In honor of Amoroso, hundreds of cyclists came together for a memorial ride this evening. While the event honored the late councilman, it also brought people together to start conversations about what can be done to prevent these types of tragedies.
It's just horrific. It's tragic.
Around 100 people in the Baton Rouge cycling community came together to remember one of their own. It was just last week that Councilman Buddy Amoroso was speaking with Bike Baton Rouge leaders at a Pedal for Peace event.
Sadly, just days before that, a bike rider was killed in his district on Sherwood Forest, Mr. Ron Guell, and we were discussing that and how, Buddy's efforts over the years at making Baton Rouge and the surrounding area a safer place for people who, like himself, like to ride.
Shortly after that conversation about cycling safety, Amoroso was struck and killed while riding his bike in St. Francisville.
The real sad thing about this incident was that Buddy and Tom, they were doing everything right. All the things they say that bikes should be doing, they were wearing helmets, they had reflective gear. So there's not much more that they could have done.
An attorney with bike law says just 2 years ago, the Louisiana legislature had the opportunity to pass what was called a vulnerable road user law, which would have increased the penalty for killing or seriously injuring a vulnerable road user, such as a cyclist.
Unfortunately, that law failed, even though it got very close to passing.
While that legislation ultimately failed, cycling enthusiasts say something needs to be done to make sure nothing like this happens ever again.
We proved today that there's all these people out there who care about Buddy, who care about biking, and I think we need to unite together and kind of figure out what needs to change.
Bike Baton Rouge leaders are urging everyone to pay attention when they're behind the wheel in order to safely share the road with cyclists.